Hello, soul friends. Emily here, and today we're going to do our first guided meditation. Week 1 is all about peace, and so each week is focused on an aspect of the divine or an aspect of your higher self that we focus on that's digestible. And so the first one we're going to focus on is peace. And so right now, before we start, I just want us to sit comfortably. I want you to close your eyes. Just take a couple breaths. I want you to think of a time that you truly felt peaceful. Maybe that's a vacation you had, or maybe it's something you connect with every day. For example, as a mom, I get to that nap time every day, and there's this feeling of peace that comes with it, of quiet, of stillness. And I just want you to sit with that feeling of peace for a moment. Really soak in the feeling of peace. How does that make you feel in your body? How does that make your mind feel? Go ahead and open the eyes. And we're going to draw from that experience here in just a little bit. So I just kind of want to briefly talk about the structure that we'll use for our guided meditations. This will be consistent each week. We'll just switch our focal point. And so this week is peace. And so there's 3 phases of meditation I'll guide you through. The first phase is relaxation. We need the body to be relaxed. We need the mind to be relaxed. And the best way to do this is to connect to the breath. The breath relaxes us. It's this natural flow. So that's what we'll do in the first section of our meditation. Just relax. We'll use a couple of preliminary techniques. We'll be using a double inhale to tense, double exhale to relax. That looks like this. So it'll be a short inhale through the nose, followed by a long inhale through the nose. And as we do that, we're tensing the body. We're going to tense low tension, medium tension, high vibrating tension. And then as we double exhale through the mouth, short, then long, we relax. We'll do that a total of 3 times, each time progressively relaxing deeper. Now I want you to go at your pace, what feels right for you. And then after we've done 3 of the double inhale, tense, double exhale to relax, then we're going to do about 6 rounds of equal count breathing. And equal count breathing is a great way to get the mind to relax. And a point I want to make here before we get into our practice is that it's not only our inhale is going to be, for example, today we're going to do to a count of 5. Our hold at the top of the breath, we'll inhale for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5. And then inhale for 5, hold for 5, exhale for 5. Now the part of this that I want it to be equal is not only the numbers of 555, but also the intensity of breath coming in. I would like it to be equal from the 1 through the 5, the same amount of breath coming in. And that takes practice. And same idea with the breath going out. It's not, let it all out in the first 3 counts. It's try to elongate the exhale and elongate the inhale. I'm going to start with a count of 5 today, just as a nice place to start. If you need that to be shorter, 3 or 4 seconds, or if you would like it to be a little longer, that's fine, as long as there's no tension in the body. Remember, the intention in the first phase is to relax the body, relax the mind. And then the second phase of our meditations will be concentration. And so what we'll do there is we'll concentrate on watching the breath, not controlling it, but just watching it move. And that also helps put us into a deeper state of relaxation, letting the breath move as it wants to. And then once we've got the watching the breath as it comes in and out, we'll do that for a little bit. And then we'll align our mantra, our affirmation, along with the breath as a way to focus the mind on the breath in a relaxed way. So as we do inhales, I'll guide you to say, I am, silently to yourself. And as we exhale, I'll guide you to say, peace. Now this mantra portion of the meditation is where we bring back in that experience of peace. As we're repeating the mantra of I am, actually becoming the experience of peace. Now, if you are a spiritual person, if you connect that way, you can absolutely keep it as I am peace. It can be very powerful if you believe in some sort of higher power or word that works for you. For example, like, I am God's peace. I am Source's peace. That can be a really beautiful way to supercharge the affirmation, but it's entirely up to you. It has to feel comfortable to you to work, and just I am peace is just fine too. Okay, and then the third phase of our meditation will be expansion. And so we'll release the mantra, still just watching the breath for a couple times. And then we'll inhale, and we'll do a triple exhale through the mouth, gently like this. Letting all the breath out. Holding the breath out of the body for as long as it feels comfortable. And then as we need to inhale, just letting the breath come back in and move as it wants to. And this period of time where we've triple exhaled and let go of the breath and are sitting in breathlessness is a really good practice that we build on later on. But it can be very powerful in experiencing peace, because then we're even free, we're even still from the breath, even if only for a second or 2 seconds. It should stay comfortable. And then once the breath returns, we let it do so. And then this is the expansion intention part, right? The phase of expansion. We focus on the experience of peace that we have cultivated inside. So much like when we bake a pie, which is the first portion of relaxation and concentration, we're baking the pie. The expansion portion of our meditation is when we get to actually enjoy the pie. We get to enjoy the state of peace that we've cultivated. Now, sometimes this might only be for a minute or 2, depending if the mind is practiced or not. And that's okay. When thoughts start to come back in, you can return to the mantra. You could continue to just enjoy that space as best you can. You can go back to repeating I am peace if that feels right. You could repeat Om silently to yourself over and over again for that duration of time. And then when that time's over, that's when we go ahead and close the meditation. But we do want to make sure that we at least spend a couple minutes or a few minutes in the expansion portion of meditation. There needs to be more than just the concentrating. We need to actually enjoy the space. Because meditation is both the path of getting there, and it's also the destination of being there. It's important to experience and appreciate both. Okay, so that's how this meditation will go. Today, this week, this will be our shortest meditation. I've already been talking for almost 11 minutes now. And each week we'll build longer and longer meditations, but initially we will do a shorter meditation for the body's sake as well as the mind. Because if your body's not used to sitting for 20, 30 minutes, that can very much become a distraction. Okay, so let's go ahead and get comfortable.